Welcome to SYO. Glad to see everybody today. How's it going?
Amazing.
Good, good, good. Everybody sounds so good warming up. You guys are getting pretty good at this music now, aren't you? All right, awesome. Let's go ahead and get started with the tuning note. Go ahead and mute yourselves, please. And Gavin is going to give us the tuning note. Here it is. Give me a thumbs up when you can see Gavin. All right, here we go. All right, does anybody need another tuning note, or are you good? Okay, cool. All right, we're going to go on to the concert F sharp major scale, also known as G flat, but I'm not sure who calls it that. String interns, do you have any advice before we get started on F sharp major?
I like G flat.
That makes one person.
Yeah, low brass is
Just
going to
play it
prefer
in first
G flat.
position.
Hold on. Audio, what was that? Audio, did you
Take that
say?
back. I take that back. Yeah, I would start in second position with your first finger on the F sharp on the D string.
First position, F sharp on the D string.
No, second
Third,
position.
second position. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Second position. All right. String players.
For
Caleb, do you have
violins? That's
just
for violins.
violins? Caleb, do you have anything to add to that?
Not for violins. For cellos, it is kind of a trickier scale, but I think the easiest way is to start in third or on third finger on the D string, and shift up on the A on D sharp.
Any
Would probably be the
questions?
easiest.
Okay, cellos, do you have any questions about that for Caleb before we get started? And Alex, do you have anything for the violas? Is Alex on here yet? Okay, no. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Any of the violin interns, do you have anything for the violas? Do you have any advice for them? Adia, Elise, Caleb?
What scale are we doing?
Okay, there you are. F sharp.
Sorry, could you repeat that? My audio's being weird.
Sure. F sharp major scale. Any advice for violas?
Okay, so F sharp major, there are two ways you could do it. If you wanted to start on the C string, you could, if you wanted to, you could play in, it's kind of a third position, but it's a high, where your high three would normally go, right? You can try and play it in first position, but it's going to be really awkward. Another thing you can do is just play in second position on the D string. That's easier. So I would recommend doing that one. If you want a challenge, play it on the C string.
All right. Thank you very much, Alex. Any questions before we get started? Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Courtney with her video for F sharp major. Okay, hold on just a second here. Courtney's having an issue that with her audio. She can't hear us, so we're trying to get this to work real quick. Give us just a second. Okay. We might have to come back to this here in a few minutes if we can't get this to work, so. All right, that's okay. Give me just a second, but let's go ahead and get, we'll move on to Children's March, okay? So take that out real quick. We'll come back to this. All right, we're going to start by reviewing what we've already done. We have worked together all the way from the beginning up through rehearsal 9. So we're going to play at tempo from the beginning to rehearsal 9. It's okay if it's not perfect. We're just going through it to review what we've already done. You can go back and touch up things with your interns and sectionals, okay? All right, here we go. Give me just a second here to pull this up. All right, give me a thumbs up if you can see a picture of my room there. Okay, cool. All right. All right, we're starting from the beginning. Show me you're ready by putting your instruments up and ready to go. I know a lot of you don't play at the beginning, but all right, great, here we go. That was such a great face for me to stop on. All right. How'd you do at that tempo? Okay? Yeah? Okay, good. Yeah, good. Obviously, we stopped right before the really hard part, but good. All right, I would like you to jump all the way to the end, please. Now, I just found out today that we don't have a tuba anymore, so I am going to need either a bass trombone or a euphonium to play the cues, which hopefully you have in your part from 14 to the end. Does anybody have that in their part?
The Barry sax does, because it's the tuba part, it's transposed.
Barry Sax has that?
I know that the euphonium part has the cello part there, but it's the euphonium part is Frankenstein anyway.
Yeah, I have written in my part that bassoon, cello, or trombone of some sort would have it in their parts. So, but I think the cello has a different Pitts part there at 15. Barry sax then. Zane, you're playing the Barry sax part?
Yes, I don't have it with me today because I'm teaching percussion, but
Okay, so you'll be playing that then from 14 to the end, okay?
okay.
All right. At 15, we have these parts that have, I think it's Pitts. You have one. Bop, 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 and it might be double stops or divisi. Cellos, somebody tell me, is it double stops or divisi in your part?
We can play it all together.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, let's do, this is 15 to the end, and I want you to listen and play along with those offbeat patterns that you have. Cellos and anyone else that has that. Who all has that? Raise your hand if you have notes on beat 2 at 15 to the end. Okay, great. All right, let's do that really quickly here. This is at rehearsal. Look at that great face. Oh my gosh, so much enthusiasm I've got there. Thank you. This is at rehearsal 15. Here we go. Right before it. And yep, here we go. 1, 2, here it is. Okay, so were you able to hear the offbeats through that? Yeah? No? Let's listen one more time. So it's starting like one measure before 15. When you hear the bassoon hit the very low note, or tuba, I can't sing that low, but when you hear that lowest note, that's right at 15, okay?
Got this one.
Yeah, almost. I kind of hit it. Okay, here we go. This is one measure before it. So do you notice that the cello part is with the with like the bass drum, timpani drum? Do you hear that? Okay, let's play along with it this time, cellos. Ready? Here we go. Again, it starts one measure before it. Here we go. How'd you do on that? Okay? Yeah? Okay, great. We're going to back it up to 14 now, and we have more instruments that have these pits. It should be probably all strings, right? You have Pitts notes here at 14? Yeah? Okay, cool. So at 14, we have 1 Pitts, 1 Pitts, 1 Pitts, rest, rest, 1 Pitts, 1 Pitts, 1 Pitts, rest, rest, 1 Pitts, 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 rest, rest. Are we seeing a pattern there? Yeah, okay. Let's try it. At 14, gonna start one measure before that. Oh, look at that face. So much passionato. so glad that I can laugh at myself. That's a meme right there. Don't tell me that's not a meme. Somebody meme that. Okay, here we go.
Are you sure you wouldn't want to do
No,
I don't think you want some of us to meme that.
I probably don't want to.
I would feel bad memeing that.
You definitely would not want me to meme that.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. Good looking out, guys. Good looking out. All right, this is starting right before 14. Here we go. 14. How'd you do on that? On those pits notes, yeah? Okay, good. Do I need to do it again, or can we go on? Okay, we can go on. Great.
Again, please.
You want to do it again?
Yes. I would
No
love to do it.
problem. All right, this is starting right before 14. That great face again. Here we go. Here we go. 14. Hits, press. 15. All right, how'd you do that time? Good. Okay, great. All right, now we're gonna back it up. One more rehearsal number. This is to 13. Now at 13, if you have the counter melody, I want you to bring out your part. Again, he's got those descending chromatic notes as part of the counter melody, which sounds super cool. So if you're like clarinet 1 and some of these other string parts that have 1, do-dee-da, 1, do-dee-da, da-da-da-dee-da-da-da-dee-da. And then some other people come in halfway through. Those people, you're important persons. So bring that out. Okay? We're always going to hear the melody. The melody happens all the time. It's green. All right. Here we go. 13. Watch your key signature. Bring out the counter melody. This should be starting about a measure before that. Okay? See where we're starting now? Let's try that one more time. You can get a little bit closer to your entrance. Here we go. 13. 13. Okay? Now check this out. Everybody count with me after 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7th bar of 13. Some of you have a quarter, eighth, quarter, eighth. Raise your hand if you have quarter, eighth, quarter, eighth. Okay? But some of you have eighth quarter, eighth quarter. Raise your hand if you have eighth quarter, eighth quarter. See, that's the tricky thing, is both are going at the same time. So you'll hear the top melody part go da-da-da-da-da-da-da, but then the counter melody goes ba-da-dee-da-dee-da. So don't let that throw you off. Don't listen just for the other for that melody part. If you have a counter melody, you do not have that part. Listen to it again and listen for those two different parts moving. This is starting right before 13. Here we go. 13. Here's the measure. Were you able to hear both the parts that time? Yes, no? Give me a thumbs up, maybe. Listen again. It's all right. The more you listen to it, the more you'll hear it. So the first time through, I want you to listen for dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-dum. Listen for that, okay? Here we go. That's what we're listening for. 13. Here it is. All right, were you able to hear? Ba-ba-da-dee-da-da-dum. Yeah? Give me a nod if you could hear it. Shake your head no if you couldn't hear it. Yeah? Okay, good. Now listen for ba-da-dee-da-dee-dum. Okay? May or may not be those pitches, but listen for that line. Here we go. 13. Here it is. Do you hear it? Ba-da-dee-da-dum. Yeah, in the clarinet part there. Okay. Play along this time, starting at 13. Everybody's in. We're going to go 13 all the way to 14. So if you come in halfway through, make sure you come in. Here it is. 13. How'd you do? You do okay? All right. Okay, average. That's all right. Let's try it one more time, and then we'll go on. One more time. One more time. This is the best time you're gonna play right here. Here it is. 13. All right. How'd you do that time? You okay? All right. Good, good, good. All right, let's back it up one more time. We're going back to 12. We should have first clarinet, horn 1, and trumpet 1 has the melody here. Listen for style. Listen for style as we go through this the first time. All right. Now that's a great face right there. That's really like, all right, horns, I know you can do it. That's what that face says right there. Nobody? Okay, I've lost you all. All right, here we go. Rehearsal 12, starting right before it. 12. There's a lot going on in that section there. A lot going on. Real gentle with the melody line, okay? If you come in with ba dee da dee da da dum, if you come in with that, bring that part out. Make sure you come right in on your entrance. Pizzicato stuff, real light. 1 ba 1 ba da 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 ba 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 da ba da. All right. Let's do that one more time. One more time. Here we go. 12. All right, how'd you do lining that stuff up, especially strings? How'd you do? Okay, strings. All right, let's try that one more time. Strings, just count. If you come in with the pits, and this is after 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The ninth bar, if you have pits, raise your hand. Okay, we're going to clap that together. It should be, let's try this together. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and 1. Pits, 1. Pits, da-da, 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 1. Pits, bum, bum, 1, ba-dum, ba-dum. Make sense? I know, it's weird. It doesn't feel like what it is, but it actually is. Let's do that again. Clap that with me, pits people. 1, 2, ready, and 1. Pits, 1. Pits, ba-da, 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 1. Pits, bum, bum, 1, ba-dum, ba-dum. Okay? I know it's weird. I see your faces. You're like, what? You want to put another rest in there, don't you? I know you do. I can feel it all the way from my music room. Should we do the clapping one more time? Yeah, clap one more time. Let's do it together. Measure 9. All the strings that have it. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. 1. Pits, 1. Pits, da-da, 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 1. Pits, 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 1. Ba-da, ba-da. You okay? Okay, cool. It's one thing to clap it. It's another thing to go back and forth between pits and arco. And that, I think this would be a good thing for you to address in sectionals today, okay? All right, so for right now, why don't we just try it all arco, and then you guys can work on the transition between pits and arco in sectionals, okay? Let's try it all arco this time. When you get to measure 9, I'll call it out. Here we go. This is going into 12. Everybody play. And strings are doing it all arco right now. Here we go. Right before 12. 12. Hits, hits, da-da, 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 da-da. 1, hits, 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 1, ba-da, ba-da. Make sense? Those 3 pits, where it's 1, pits, 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 ba-da, ba-da. Right there, it looks like there's more space in between the notes because of the way it's written, but there's not, okay? All right, I'll let you hit that more in sectionals. Let's jump back now all the way to 11. Most people play here. Let's go through it once, really light on the 8th notes if you have those 8th notes, really light and separated. And Alex Board, I think you gave us some recommendations about doing this part on the balance point of the bow. Is that correct?
Yep, that's correct. For all of these 8 notes, it's really easy. If you play them at the balance point, because your bow will naturally kind of bounce through it.
All right, so remember that balance point is towards the frog, maybe about 1/3 of the way down the bow from the frog. Find that point again on your own bow before we start here at 11. And if you're having trouble with doing all these 8 notes, for right now, just play the downbeat. So bop, 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 beep, bop, 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 okay? That's okay for right now, and then you can work on that in sectionals. Here we go, starting pickups into 11. Here it is. There's my new profile pic right there. That's it. That is outstanding conductor right there. I'm not sure what I'm saying. Oh, whole note. I'm cueing a whole note. That's what I'm doing. Nobody. Okay. All right, here we go. 11. I can already tell you. First violins, listen for that pitch. I already know. You guys can work on that in sectionals. It'll be great. Let's try that one more time now that you know exactly where that comes in. Here we go. have the runs there, you can work on that in sectionals. I always like to say, fake it till you make it, okay? Right now, what's the important thing? That we hit that note together at the top, right? Okay, and why did he write all those notes going up to it? It's an effect. So don't freak out too much about playing every single note exactly perfectly right now. You'll break it down and slow it down and get it really, really good. But for right now, fake it till you make it. Here we go, one more time. You do okay? Okay, slow that down in sectionals so that you can really get that good. At rehearsal 10, same thing, strings, same thing, keep this light and towards the frog there at the balance point. And at 10, we have a lot of swells in the melody line that I would like the strings to follow with your eighth notes. So let's listen to it one time for those. And string players, I want you to write in the crescendos and decrescendos if you don't already have them in. This is at rehearsal 10. Here we go. Did you hear the swells? Did you hear him? Okay, did you mark him in? Play along with it right now and see if you can match them. And honestly, between you and me, and don't tell the, what is it, London Phil or whoever, some orchestra nobody's ever heard of. I'm just kidding, that was a joke. Ha ha ha, that was a joke. Of course everybody's heard of them. They're doing great. But I bet we can over-exaggerate those swells even more than they did. What do you think? Yeah, let's do it. Let's exaggerate even more. All right, let's try it. Here we go. This is rehearsal 10. 10 for the number of times that your band director says, this is the last time through this. Here we go. Thank you. Here we go. 10. 10. How'd you do? Mark some of those crescendos and stuff in right now so you don't forget. With the pencil that's conveniently located on your stand.
Sean, do you just want mostly the strings to do those swells, or would you like some of, like, the saxophone line has that too?
Oh, girl, I want everybody to do those. I would even love to have that wood block doing them, but that's kind of hard to do. But you know what I mean? Everybody should follow that, because of course we'll hear it in the melody line, we should, but I want everybody to do it. Snare drum, everybody, okay? All right. Everybody look at those two bars right before 10. I have a little trick I'm going to show you. Okay, I want you, Delilah, go lay down. Get away. Okay, sorry, my dog's bugging me. She's really needy today for some reason. You know what she did this morning? Okay, so I walked downstairs.
What?
Okay, you know, I don't know about you guys, but like I still sanitize my groceries, you know, because I don't want to get COVID. So... and I get the groceries delivered. So when I sanitize them, I put the clean groceries that don't need to go in the refrigerator on my piano bench. And sometimes I put them away immediately, but sometimes I don't. Well, I didn't yesterday. I had some hot dog buns sitting out on the piano bench. Yeah, you guessed it. I walked downstairs. Delilah had eaten all of the hot dog buns. There were like 8.
Every single one?
Yeah, like all, no, I'm sorry. She left one for the other dog.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're not having hot dogs tonight, everybody. All right. Now she's being needy. All right, so right before rehearsal 10, all those 16th notes, watch this. I want you to watch the little time bar right here, okay? Check this out. I'm starting right before them. Watch this. This is the time thing. Watch this. Here we go. Did you see it when the 16th started? Watch it again. Watch this. Okay. How many seconds were all those 16th notes? Watch again. Watch again. Here we go. How many? Yeah, 1 or 2 seconds, right? That's literally all it took to play. How many notes? Don't count them. This is too many. Yeah, like...
24.
Yeah, 24, 22, something like that. All those only took like 2 seconds. The part you've been freaking out about is 2 seconds of the whole song. Is that a big deal? No, it's not a big deal. What's the most important thing?
The effect.
Yeah, the effect and getting to where we're going, right? So don't get too hung up in playing all those notes, and don't just not play anything. Because if you don't play anything, we don't get any effect. We just get da 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 da. We have to have an effect. If everybody will just go da da da, we'll get there, okay? Everybody's not going to hear your one wrong note or something. Don't worry about it too much, okay? With that, we are going to break into sectionals. We can break some of that down, okay? I would like to introduce a couple of people. I saw them log in. Here we go. Sarah, you have your video on? Maybe?
I'm here.
All right, Sarah's here. And Edward, I think I saw you on there.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, that was you too?
Yeah. I had his name on my Zoom, so.
Okay. Sarah is Edward. No. Okay, so Sarah Patokis, wave hi, Sarah. Sarah is the incredible new horn teacher at Marian University. And also, Sarah is the one that made all the instructional videos, the horn videos for us this season. So thank you for that, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Sarah is an incredible horn player and teacher and almost done with the doctorate.
Just exams and dissertation left, so.
All right. Yes, I know where you're at. I've been there. Well, good luck on that, Sarah. So Sarah's going to work with our horn players tonight, and Edward may or may not be getting here in time to work with the trumpet players. So I'm going to put the trumpets with the horns right now, and then if Edward gets here in time, then he'll take the trumpets alone, okay? Sound good? Okay, cool. We're going to break into sectionals right now. Have fun, guys. Let me know if you need anything, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. And I'm still assigning some people, so just give me a second here.
Oh, by the way, I apologize, Sean. I had a college Zoom thing that ran a little over. That's why I was a little late.
No worries. Thank you for letting me know. I'm glad you're here.
Oh, thank you.
Kate, are you second violin or first?
Second.
Okay, thank you. Lauren. LOL. Let's see. Lauren, you are cello? Question mark?
Me and my brother are both violins.
Okay, sorry about that. Violin. First violin?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. And Marcelino and Martonio. There we go. All right. Hey, Edward.
Let's see who's.
Why did you come back up as Edward again?
I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get the horns in here. All right. Sorry about that.
It kind of scared me for a second because I was like, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I can change my name.
All right, here we go.
Aha!
Hello, horn friends.
Hello.
Edward was the one that we did Old Glory with, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I played with him.
Yeah, and when Edward comes in, I'm trying to get him to come in another day this evening, too, to work with you guys for jazz stuff. But you can, when we break you guys up, feel free to ask him anything about jazz stuff, too, if you need to. All right, sorry, Sarah.
No, you're okay.
All right, have fun.
Okay, so we have 3 horns and...
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Courtney, were you able to get your audio working?
Yes, it's working now. I had to completely like quit Zoom. Like I had signed out and I had like gotten out of it, but I had to quit it completely, and then it let me come back in with my sound.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, it's working now.
All right.
Thanks.
No problem. See you guys.
Yeah.
Braxton, how did you get here?
Can you hear me?
Yeah?
I brought it up on my computer. Usually it'll prompt me to join my, there it is.
Yeah, it's because whenever I see you in here, I always send you a thing.
Oh, thank you. I'm like, yeah. I tried doing it on my phone, but I need my computer. Thank you.
No problem.
Let's go at the 8th bar of 2, just the horns. Can you guys hear the metronome if I put it here?
Yeah. And I'm not sure how it'll sound after when you start playing.
When I start playing? Try to just play along with my sound and we'll see how that goes, okay? Alright. So, 8th bar of 2. 1, 2, ready? Yeah, okay. I heard some good stuff there. I heard some horns. Did it sound, was it okay for you guys? Yes or no?
do you have your original sound on? Because it sounded like it was going in and out.
I have original sound on.
Okay. Zoom is weird with some of the sound stuff. I don't know how it all works.
I'm gonna move my microphone closer. But you're right in my bell, and then maybe you'll hear me. Okay. Let's try one more time. Ready? Same spot. 1, 2, ready? Cool. Nice job. All right. Trumpet.
Hey, Sarah.
Yeah.
Sorry to bug you again. In the top left corner of your screen, does it say turn on original sound or turn off?
It says turn off.
It says turn off?
Well, there might be something in the advanced settings with automatic volume adjustment that tends to be turned on, and that tends to be a problem.
It's off.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes moving the microphone farther away helps. Yeah. There you go.
Is that okay? It might be when other
that's
people
great.
are playing too. It's a little bit. I might be getting some noise from around, so let me turn this down. Cool. Let's do horns and trumpets at 3, and this time, let's mute horns and let's just do trumpets. And horns, you'll be listening to the trumpets there. And I know trumpet 2 comes in 2 bars before 3. Let me see.
I mean, be natural. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Wait, is that my bottom note?
Huh?
Is that the bottom note? Like
Yeah. Yes. If it makes it easier, you might want to kind of pop out your.
But the main point of the run is to cause an effect. So what I suggest you do is to just make sure you catch the notes on each important beat. Ah, there you guys are. They catch the note on each. Like the 2, 1, 2, and then you're at the fortissimo. So as long as you catch those notes, at least you can kind of fill in what you want. I didn't say that. You didn't hear it from me, but you.
Okay, well, we can go along and you can just write in the fingerings. Hi, Sean.
Hey.
We're working on getting those updated fingerings and bowings printed off.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you find that email?
I found one that said, I had it pulled up a second ago. I found the email that you sent to me and the cello parts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the one with the parts from Diane that I forwarded you?
Yes, I believe so.
So what it's doing is, instead of printing out pages with like normal pages of music, it prints pages of like 1/4 of the music. It's really big.
So, what you need to do is when you click print, you need to check the box that says print fit to page.
Oh, okay, hold on. My mom's coming. All right, let me go back.
Okay.
All right, let me. Okay, I'm going back. I'm going to. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, I know.
So Bernard, while they're doing that, you can work on that run. It's 2 measures before 10. The best way to do that is to start with a 4th finger. So find your B flat. And then it's just down. And then you'll do 4th finger, then just go up. And then make sure you reach for that too. Just go up. And then 1, make sure you and then 2, 1, 2, 1.
All right, we got it. It should work this time.
And then you'll just shift down to 1 and go down. So starting on that B flat with 4th finger. 4. Then 1 on the A, and 2 will go right next to that. 4, and then shift down on 4. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
4. And if that's too difficult, you can just do it in 1st position. So it'll just be a lot more sliding. So it'd be 1, 4, 4, 4, 4.
Wait, where are we?
This is 2 measures before 10. We're working on that run. And then, so once you get that down, a good thing to do is practice it backwards. So you'll start on that A flat. So that'll help you because at the end of that, it's pretty much just a scale up. So. And then once you have a forwards and backwards, then you can play it with your metronome and then just bring up the speed by a couple clicks each time. And then if that still isn't working, and you can, I have an instructional video for violin twos that I posted that goes through this, but there's different patterns that you can help with runs. So it'll be like long, short, long, short. So what I mean by that is. And then you reverse.
Okay.
You see where we are?
Really?
2 measures before 10 on page 4.
Oh no! Alright. So, should I give it a try? I don't think I've played it yet.
Yeah, we can let's just all go through it slowly. Note by note. By note, by note, by note. So it'll start on a.
I would think more of it as like a, I don't want to say triplet feel, but I would think of them as in like a group of 3 instead of, because they're grouped that way together. And it'll help you with the slower tempo too, because you can kind of hear it in the recording. Kind of, because the melody's over it a little bit. Gotta find it, hold on. Does that kind of make sense? On what I mean by that? Yeah. I would keep it light, because it says
Hi. We were just working on rehearsal number 9, Children's March, with the articulations.
Cool.
We're just taking it slower and gradually building up. Earlier we worked on rehearsal number 11 with the F natural. I taught them the alternate fingering for F, the high Fs.
Cool.
Without using palm keys, just because it's a lot more comfortable and less awkward. So.
Yeah.
been doing good so far. So right now, I'm just we're going through the two of them individually. So Emily just played. So. Let's see. So I think she was about there. Hold on. Here, we'll go 90. Can you hear the metronome?
I can't hear the metronome.
Oh, well. Should be. Wow.
Did you click the two buttons at the bottom of the screen share thing again?
Hold on. I'm not good at technology.
That's okay. When you click share screen again, and when you do, check the two little tiny boxes at the bottom of the big menu that say to share your computer sound and optimize.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I got it. So
there you
can
go.
Hear that?
Yep.
All right. Good. Okay, so we'll play it at this tempo. So Emily, you can, whenever you're ready. So this is the subdividing of it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right at 9, whenever you're ready. Okay. So I noticed there were a couple times where he slowed down just a tad. I think maybe that's a little too fast. We'll take it down a little. But I can tell the articulation was a little... It's all staccato. So, why don't we try? For now.
Landon, is your original sound on? It keeps cutting out. So, Landon, at the top left of your screen, does it say turn on original sound or turn off?
I'm not seeing anything right now.
So go down to the little arrow beside the mute button.
Oh.
Click that, and then the bottom thing says audio settings. Click that. And then make sure that automatically adjust volume in the middle of the screen is not checked.
Yeah, it's not checked.
And then click advanced down at the bottom right hand corner of that screen.
Yeah.
And then click the box that says show in meeting option to enable original sound.
Yeah.
And then disable persistent background noise.
Okay.
And then disable intermittent background noise. And then auto for echo cancellation.
Okay.
Now X out of that, and it should give you an option up at the top to turn off original sound.
Maybe it's because I'm screen shared.
No, in the top left, it should still say turn off original sound or turn on original sound. If you check that box.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it.
So does it say turn off?
No, it says turn on.
So click it to turn it on.
Okay.
And you might have to click the little tiny arrow beside that to select a microphone if it keeps turning itself off.
Okay.
Okay. Emily, can I give you a little bit of advice real quick?
You may.
Your articulations, which I want you to listen to Landon's because his are really light. I want you to stay on the tip of your tongue when you articulate, but also your embouchure is so tight right now that you're literally strangling your reed. And so your reed isn't responding immediately. Okay? So I want you to try to take your bottom lip. I know somebody will get mad at me one day for this, but you're kind of going like this. I want you to go put your bottom lip out just a little bit, okay? Like that.
Okay.
So you're going to loosen up just a little bit down here, because right now you're like clarinet embouchure tight. Okay? And if you do that, it's going to allow your instrument to respond much quicker when you're articulating. So tip of the tongue and more relaxed bottom lip, okay?
Okay.
So clarinet, saxophone, clarinet, saxophone, clarinet, saxophone. Okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll leave you guys alone now. Keep up the good work, Landon. Thank you.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
messed up that one bar.
Oh, it's okay. Okay. We feel your pain. That was great. I think it's a little bit hard to hear you, Ian, because your bell is pointing the wrong way.
Oh, I can turn around. I got a swivel chair.
That might be nice. And then my other suggestion is just to be careful about the accented notes. So here I'll do a little bit at 10 so you can listen. Oh, I'll play your part because that's only fair, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Was I like blasting him a little bit too much?
No, I just focusing on the accent and having a taper and not.
Sure, you've talked with Addy about it. Is that his name? I think it is.
Sean, you're muted.
It's 80, but he hasn't
80.
been here since like the first week.
But his video he put on the YouTube thing just said do it in the higher octave.
Yeah, that should be good enough. I mean, basically everybody's playing these triplets either way, so it's covered somewhere. Alright, so Jacqueline, can we hear the same thing from you, except on snare drum? And once again, if you need to take it slower or faster, just whatever speed you're comfortable with. And let's just play 8 bars of it.
Okay, I should turn on my Met, right?
Yeah. Can you try that one more time? I wasn't sure if it was just on my end or what, but it cut it in and out for me. Okay. This to me, I don't know. Oh, Professor Goodman, if it was just me, but did it sound a little bit behind and at one point for you? You're muted. Sorry.
Once again, okay. Jacqueline, I think the trick is going to be to give the accent on the downbeat. Yup-uppa, 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 yup-uppa. Because right now it sounds like 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Like it sounds like duple because I'm hearing your dominant hand accenting. You know what I mean? But we need to hear da-da-da, so that it's, sometimes it's the right hand, sometimes it's the left hand, but it's in threes. We need to feel that 3 subdivision. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, try that one more time with the accent on the big beat. Yeah, so the first couple ones were really good, and then your hands got confused because your brain started interfering. You know what I mean? So yeah. It's going to be so you have to practice that even like just randomly throughout the day. You can just do it with your hands on your lap, you know what I mean? But the trick is to get them to be real steady without stopping or hesitating. Yup-uppa, 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 yup-uppa. You can totally practice that even without your drumsticks, just throughout. I mean, do that for a couple days and you'll be perfect. Okay, cool.
And one thing that might even help if you, I don't know if this would help or not, but if you maybe just go alternating between like playing the big beat and the and subdividing. So just so you can feel that accent before actually playing it. Sorry, you can hear my dog barking. But why don't you try that for a second? So start out just playing that strong beat with your dominant hand, and then subdivide, and then alternate between the two. And then once you loop that for a bit, it changes, and so it all subdividing. All right. It was sounding better though. So we're keep working in on that, and as she said, just throughout the day, whenever you get a chance, and your dogs aren't barking.
Yeah, so as soon as that like horn blares off, then you know you hit 10. So start a little bit before 10 and at the 0.75, which is 1, 2, 1, 2. I think it might be a little bit shorter than that. So let's try some and I'll go back and address some further things today.
Where were we playing? My audio had cut out.
Sorry, that was my bad. I thought I had the settings changed on my computer, but that was supposed to be a couple before rehearsal working.
Elise, do you need help with the audio settings?
I do. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
I had it changed on my computer, but I guess
That's okay. In the top left corner of your screen, does it say turn on original sound?
like up here with the microphone.
Yeah, the top left corner, is there a blue button that says turn on original sound?
Maybe if I exit share screen mode as well.
If you don't see, it's okay if you don't see it. If you don't see it, tell me you don't see it.
Okay, I'm not seeing it right now.
Okay, so go down to the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. There's a little arrow pointing up next to the mute button. Click that, and then at the bottom of that menu, you should see audio settings. Click that, and then make sure that the box in the center is not checked that says automatically adjust volume. And then down in the bottom right-hand corner, click Advanced. And then click the button at the top that says Show in-meeting option to enable original sound.
Oh, okay.
And then the three options there the top one should say Disable. The middle one should say Disable, and the bottom one should say Auto.
Okay.
Okay, now you can X out of that. And now on your screen in the top left corner, you should see something that says turn on or turn off original sound.
Okay.
Which does it say?
It's off original sound right now.
So it says turn off?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then that means your original sound is on. Okay, you want to try to play something for us now, and we'll make sure we can hear you okay?
Yeah. Let me share my screen again so we have that recording. Well. Does it sound like it's that I did it right?
Yeah, we can. Yep.
Okay, awesome. I'm so sorry about that. Anyway. Anyways, going back to that section, there are a lot of familiar rhythms that we've seen earlier in the piece. So how you have the quarter note and the eighth note come together. So you have da-da-da-da, kind of like you have in rehearsal lesson 10. Are you guys hearing more of where it sounds specifically in there? I'm going to try to put the recording back so we can go through it again slowly, so you guys can really look at those notes and try to listen to where.
We were just waiting for you.
You were?
Yeah. Are you taking them into the other room?
In a few minutes, yeah, in like 1 minute. I just wanted to check in and see how you guys are doing.
We did some pretty good work today, I think.
Good, good,
Yeah,
good.
we had some good soloists playing.
Awesome. Yeah, you've got some pretty strong players here.
Yeah.
We're missing a couple trumpets today, but... Isn't Ash playing now? I mean, come on, it's been 2 weeks.
That's what I told him, and he won't answer any of my texts back.
I think you just got ghosted.
I did just get ghosted.
That's not good. Alright, I'll shut down the breakout rooms and let's go do a final run through, okay? Alright, I'll see you there. Well, hello again.
Ryan just got on Animal Crossing, by the way. I told him he's coming to play with us.
You don't like jazz?
I once knew a man who likes jazz. Cost him his life.
You're gonna have to calm down, Braxton.
Oh.
I do like jazz though.
You ever heard of Miles Davis?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that one guy. Yeah, yeah.
He played a trumpet.
Yeah.
Or
Have you heard that pretty obscure musician? His name is Kenny G. He's really good.
Greatest saxophone player of all time.
Did you know that G is
Not
short
true.
for Ginnard? So it's Kenny Ginnard, Kenny Gimme. That's his name. That's what
You
the
guys
G
are
is short
talking
for.
about the squid from SpongeBob, right? Kelpie G?
Braxton, is that a true story? Is that really what his last name stands for? Or the
No.
G? Because his last name isn't G, right?
No.
What
it's
is it
like-
though? What is the G?
Probably. Let's just look. That's what the internet's for.
Kenny Gerald.
Kenny G
Kenneth.
saxophone.
Kenneth
Bruce Gorelick.
This is plus my microphone is just mute. Do I unmute it?
Like from...
Oh, do I unmute it?
All right. Where is Courtney?
Gorelick.
Courtney, you here? Courtney, do you want to share that the F sharp major video now? So we don't miss our. I know you guys
playing
were
an F
all
major, but
really looking forward to your playing your F sharp major scale, right? One person nodding. Kate's like, yeah, I was looking forward to it. That's about it. Alex is looking forward to it.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, cool. Courtney's gonna share that. We're gonna play some F sharp major scale today, and then we'll go on to our final playthrough of the piece.
You good?
Yeah. Everyone, go ahead and mute your
Alright.
microphones. And remember the advice that you got from the intern string players at the beginning. Usually second position on the D string, is that right? All right, cool, let's do it.
SYO. Today we are going to be playing the F sharp major scale and the E flat harmonic minor scale. Before we begin, can someone tell me what it means for two notes to be enharmonics? Pause the video here for someone to answer. Do we have anyone who knows what it means for two notes to be enharmonics? Yeah.
It's two notes are technically the same notes, but they have two different names.
Awesome, yes, that is correct. For two notes to be enharmonics, This means that they have different names, but they sound the same. An example of this is F sharp and G flat. F sharp and G flat have different names, but they sound the same. This also goes for their scales. Although they look very different, they will sound the same. And if we look here, the F sharp major scale is on the top, while the G flat major scale is on the bottom. The F sharp major scale has 6 sharps, and the G flat major scale has 6 flats. An easy way for our C instruments to think of these scales is that the F sharp major scale, each note in that scale is sharp except for the B, while in the G flat major scale, every note in that scale is flat except for the F. For our other instruments, our B flat instruments like the clarinet and the trumpet will be playing the A flat major scale, while our E flat instruments like our alto saxophone will be playing the E flat major scale, and our F instruments like the French horn will be playing the D flat major scale. Let's play our starting note to make sure that we are all starting on the same note. Sure that we are all starting on the same note. Great. Now we are going to be playing this scale in half notes, up the scale 2 octaves if you can, and if you cannot get the full 2 octaves, just go up 1 octave and back down. So here's the scale in half notes. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. Great. Now we are going to be going on to our E flat harmonic minor scale. An easy way for us to go from our major scale to what we'll be playing for our minor scale is to look at the major scale. Now if we look at our G flat major scale and we count from the first note, the G flat, and go up 6 notes, we get to an E flat. And that's what we'll be playing for our minor scale. So you can do this for any major scale and count up to the 6th note, and that would be the relative minor scale that you would be playing. So for those who played the A flat major scale, if you go up 6 notes, that's the F, you'd be playing the F minor scale, while the E flat, those who played the E flat major scale would be playing the C minor scale, and those who played the D flat major scale will be playing the B flat minor scale. Now, can someone tell me what we have to do to go from our natural minor scale to our harmonic minor scale? Pause the video here for someone to answer.
Raise the 7th note by, well, no, lower it by a half step.
You were right the first time.
Oh yeah.
It's raise it. You're right.
Thank you.
We have to raise the 7th note of the scale. This means when we play our E flat natural minor scale, it has all the same flats that our G flat major scale had, which if we remember, the G flat major scale had all flats except for the F. However, when we play our harmonic minor scale, we have to raise the 6th note of that scale. So the 6th note of that scale would be D flat. And so we raise that from a D flat to a D natural. And for the other instruments, for the B flat instruments who would be playing the F harmonic minor scale, you would raise the E flat to an E natural. while the E flat instruments playing the C harmonic minor scale would be raising the B flat to the B natural, and the F instruments playing the B flat major scale would raise the A flat to an A natural. Let's play our starting note to make sure that we're on the same note. Great, now we're going to play this scale the same as we did with the major scale, in half notes, up 2 octaves if you can, or up an octave and back down. One, two, 1, 2, ready. Raise. Great job, guys.
All right, thank you so much, Courtney, for that. Great job with that video. Really good. All right, let's move on to our playthrough. Hopefully sectionals went well for everybody. Did you learn something? Did you get better at something? All right, let's play through. This is Children's March. We're going to play the entire thing all the way from the top at tempo. Do the best you can. Fake it till you make it on some of those runs, all right? Here we go. Give me a thumbs up when you see my beautiful face on the screen there. All right. Hey, that wasn't supposed to be a joke.
Oh.
That's okay. I'm just teasing. All right, here we go. From the top. Everybody's instruments are up and we're ready to go. I'm standing on the podium. Just imagine, I'm standing on the podium. You're sitting up with your best posture. You're looking around at the people all sitting around you, not worried one bit about COVID. It's going to be great. Here we go. right, how'd you do? Yeah? Good. Well, that's great. Circle what you need to keep working on. Practice a little bit before Wednesday. And really sorry about the masterclass getting canceled on Friday. Jerry's doing okay, and she wants to reschedule maybe for sometime this week or next week. It'll probably be during the week since we've already got our Fridays filled with master classes. This Friday, I just wanted to share with you who's doing our master class this Friday. This Friday is a very good friend of mine. Give me just a second to get out of this. Good friend of mine, Rasan Barber, who now at this point is kind of a very well-known jazz saxophonist, but he also does lots of other different kinds of music. Besides jazz, he does blues, funk, classical, soul, Latin, and world music. He just got off a tour with Kelly Clarkson, played with Lauren Daigle, The Temptations, Adina Menzel, you probably know these names better than I do. Delfeo Marcellus, Brian Blade, Megan Trainor, the Spanish Harlem Orchestra, Kirk Franklin, and the Wooten Brothers. No big deal. Anyway, he will be hanging out with us on Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Really hope everybody can make it for that this Friday. Please be here for that. He's super cool. Yeah. So, any questions, comments, concerns, complaints? If so, just text them to Braxton in the group chat, everybody. He'll take all the complaints.
God bless. I'll handle everything.
All right, thank you guys for your excellent effort today. Thank you, Courtney, for the video. And I'll see you all on Wednesday or tomorrow for Jazz Band.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.